and welcome to Katrina's Creations. Yeah, I started to say what episode. I don't know anymore. I've lost track of what episode I'm on. And it really doesn't matter. We're here. It's Saturday. So let me show you first, what am I wearing? I am wearing a pattern from a book I don't have anymore. This came out, it is a cardigan. It is huge on me. It was big when I got it, or when I first knitted it. I knitted 2 patterns out of this book. It was called Kimono 2. The patterns were based on kimonos, which look gorgeous in the pictures, but these type of sleeves are just not practical. Not for me. I'm always catching things. Things are falling down into them. Anyway, this sweater is looking a little on the ratty side because I've worn it. I keep it around the house just to toss on when I'm chilly, and right now I'm chilly. So, yeah, but it is a pretty pattern. You can see it's like a diamond design, but I don't remember what it was called, and I don't have the book anymore because I just found that the patterns were just, they all had the big sleeves. I did try modifying them to an extent, but then you got to change the whole pattern because it has a pattern. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing. Let's get on to what I have been working on. So the first thing is the sleeves for the sweater that I'm making for a friend of mine for her brother-in-law who lost his wife. And she was knitting this sweater for him when she passed away. So these are the sleeves. You can see I've done quite a bit of the sleeves this week. There we go. This week. Yeah, and I am doing them 2 at a time. So I am probably about 3/4 of the way done the sleeves. I think the sleeve for this particular size sweater has to be 20, it's 24 inches. So maybe I'm only half, because I'd say I've got about a foot. The increases were like every other row at the beginning here, and then now they're once every 4 rows. So yeah, once I finish the sleeves, the front and the back are done, then I just attach everything and do the neck. And the neck is just a crew neck. It's not like a turtleneck or anything. So it should go pretty quick once I finish the sleeves, but I've been really working on this a lot this week just to try to get it done so I can get it back to her. So that's the one project. Next, I have 20 more of the granny squares. And I have this funny feeling that I'm going to have to buy more yarn. So I'm going to be watching for a sale from Annie's. This is Premier Basics. I have 1 more skein left of the dark, which is right there. And I think there's another skein of medium. I just had one. I had 1 skein of white, 2 skeins of this color, and then the dark color I had 3, and I've only got 1 left. So we'll see how far I get with this, but you know, it sounds a lot when I say I've got 20 granny squares, and altogether now I've probably got about 80, which sounds like a lot, but these are not real big squares. They're only about 4 inches by 4 inches. So yeah, I'm going to need a lot more to have anything that's going to cover anybody. It's not going to be like a full-sized Afghan, but I do want it to be like at least the size of a throw that you could put around yourself. So that's project number 2. Then we have project number 3, which is the shawl that I'm making from the yarn from Yoka. And I went all the way through 2 colors this week. I went through colors 8 and 9, which is this kind of gray color here, and then you can see that there's like a purpley color. So I'm partway through there. So I'm on color number 10, and let me find it and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm almost done my first skein of the black. It was funny because at one point this was looking, it had a little hole in the center because it was going around. There it is. Here you can see it. It reminded me of a little burnt donut. Donuts sound good, but anyway. This is the color I am working on right now. There you can see it. And this is color number 10. So the rows are getting shorter each time. I think they're now down to, it takes about 5 times going back and forth with the colored yarn to get all the way through. When I first started, you can see the first section probably took about 20 rows to go through. So as it gets wider, because my concern was, by the time I finish this shawl's going to be like hugely long and drag on the floor, but it won't, because it's taking more yarn just to go back and forth, because you're knitting it this way, not this way. So, well, you're knitting it this way, but the shawl goes, you know what I mean. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I have been working on. What have you been working on this week? Acquisitions. I had a knit crate video on Wednesday. If you missed it, you can click the link right here and that will take you over to it, but I'll just do a real brief recap. I bought one of the monster bags, which is 6 skeins of yarn. It was already marked down to $40, and then they had given me, for filling out a 1-question survey, they gave me a $20 gift card. Well, not a gift card, a digital gift code. So I got an additional $20 off. So for $20, I got 6 skeins of luxury yarn. So I'll do a real brief recap of what I got. First, I have 2 skeins of, I believe they're calling it bulky, super bulky, and it's really pretty. There, you can see it. It is called Fruit Tea. It is 90% alpaca. It's split between the Surrey and the Huacaya. And then it has 10% stellina, which is sparkly bits, but thankfully it's not like in your face sparkly. You have to really, really look for it. It's not real obvious. But it is very, very soft because of the alpaca. And there are 55 yards per skein, so 110 yards total. Then I got Audine Wool's Chill, which is also extremely soft. It is 90% Surrey alpaca and 10% cashmere. It's a worsted weight and there's 150 yards in it. And it is a tonal gray. Again, the cashmere, right around my neck. This is an alpaca and tencel. It's called Europa, and it's an Aran weight. There's 150 yards in it also. Tencel just means it has a little bit of nylon in it just to give it a little bit more strength. And then we have this, which I already had some of. And this is 50% alpaca, 25% Peruvian Highland Merino wool blend, and 25% Surrey alpaca. It's a DK weight. and there's 252 yards. And I have 2 other skeins of this, and let's see if I can get it to show it. There you can see it. To look at it in some lights it looks black, but when you see it here you can see it's a real deep eggplant purple. So I now have 3 skeins of that, so I can make something a little bit more substantial. And then last I had some sock yarn. It's called Cloud Sock, and the color is Wolf Moon. It's fingering weight, 60% superwash merino, 30% mohair, and 10% nylon. And it is blue with specks of black in it. So that is what I got. For acquisitions this week. I do have more Knit Crate coming. I ordered 3 skeins. They were running a sale. I think I paid like $4 a skein of some yarn that should be coming in, and I keep thinking it's got cashmere in it as well. I keep thinking it's alpaca and cashmere. So that should be coming in soon. And I also will be having my April Knit Crate. I did get a notice this morning that the supplier's having problems getting it here. They're trying to get it on a plane to get all the yarn up here so they can ship it out, but they said it might be running a week late or something like that because they're just having some transportation issues. So yeah, well, whenever it comes in, we'll show it to you. So upcoming videos this next week. Don't forget, Monday will be the giveaway announcement because we did hit 3,700 subscribers. So there will be a skein of yarn being given to the winner. So if you want to check that out, it's not too late to get entered. You can enter up until Sunday night, and I will draw a winner Sunday night, and so the video will be up on Monday morning so you can see who wins. Might be you never know. I will put a link to get to that video to enter down below in the description box. Then on Thursday we will have another My Bariatric Journey, so you can find out the latest updates, what's going on. And I think after this next week we'll slow down, not having every week, because once I get to that point, yeah, we'll do like a monthly update after that of what's going on with the weight loss and all that kind of stuff. Right now there's just been a lot going on, so I've been doing those videos every week. But like I said, things will be slowing down. Things are starting to slow down and return to normal. So yeah, but there will be one for this week. And then there's Wednesday's video, which will depend on whether Knit Crate comes in or not. If it does not come in, then I will have to back up and punt and try to figure out something else to put on there. Yeah, so we have those things going on. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, Knit Picks has their Stroll multicolor yarns, like all different weights of yarns, on sale up to 60% off. It does end tomorrow, which is Sunday. So if you're interested, now's the time to get it. So anyway, that is Knit Picks. The links to all of the sales are down below, again, in the description box. Annie's, check out their clearance section. They have a lot of yarn at really, really decent prices, like a big markdowns. Like I said, I'm watching for the Premier Basics to go into the clearance thing so I can get some more yarn for this Afghan. And that's Annie's. Like I said, check out the clearance section. And then there's Lion Brand. Check out Lion Brand's clearance section because they have 50 to 60% off. And when I looked today, which is Friday, just before filming, they had Shawl in a Ball 50% off. It was like $4.99, which is a super good deal for Shawl in a Ball. They also had Summer Nights, and they had Homespun. They had some other like big bulky yarns like Boing, and I forget the other names. They had a couple others of the super chunky or super bulky yarns, but the 2 big ones that I saw that I went like, ooh, was Shawl in a Ball and Summer Nights. So make sure you check out those if you're interested. They are 50 to 60% off, and it's, I guess, while supplies last. And they had quite a few colors to choose from. So that is it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching. Again, don't forget to watch the video Monday to see if you won a skein of yarn, as well as Wednesday, because we'll all be surprised as far as what that will be, and Thursday for the latest update on my bariatric journey. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.